Hi YouTube! I'm here coming at you making a lock extension tutorial, and as you see here I have some weave with some locks that I just made. I recently made a tutorial. You can come check it out. You can see here based on each track about how much hair it takes to make a lock of this size. And as you can see here, this is a really nice solid part of the lock. And right here is the tail, which is instrumental in putting the extension in. As you can see in my locks here that need to be extended, I have tails on them as well. So I'm just going to take the area and cut it off right underneath the rubber band, and we'll get started. Now, the instruments that I will be using will be the loose hair tool from Dreadhead HQ, which as you can see is a pointed latch hook, and a minimal amount of crocheting with a 0.6 crochet hook. Now let's get started. So I'm going to pick the lock I want to use. Alright, this is about where the tail is, and this is about where the dread gets meaty. So I'm just going to take the loose hair tool, stick it through the lock, like this. Take the tail, put it through the latch hook, close it, and pull it through. So as you can see here, it looks like this. It's made a little cross pattern. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get where it gets kind of meaty, and have a nice long tail, wrap it around twice, pull the latch hook through, or poke the latch hook through rather, latch it. This takes a little bit of dexterity here, and pull it through. I'm going to repeat this again, wrapping around twice, latching it, putting it through the latch, closing the latch, and pulling it through. I'm going to do this one more time, wrapping around twice, or 3 times, whatever you want, latching it, and pulling it through. Now this is where the good part comes. I'm going to go through the extension, up through the lock, up through the areas I've knotted, and this really sews the hair in. You're basically sewing hair with hair. Pulling it up and pulling it down. Now I have the lock, the tail of the extension, and the extension. Now what I'm going to do is marry the lock and the extension, wrap it around the extension twice, maybe twirl them together a little bit. That'll help. Put it through, latch both of the pieces together, and pull it through the lock. See? As you can see, they are now one solid piece. I'm going to do that again. Wrap it around twice, put the latch hook through, and keep on doing that down the lock. Wrap it around twice, pull it through, latch it, and pull it in. This is kind of similar to the way that I used to make the dreadlock, but I'm wrapping it around twice instead of wrapping it halfway. And I'm just going to work my way down. And then finally, just pull it down. And I have a lock that will not budge. And as you can see, there's a little bit of a gradient issue, but locks are kind of knotty. And with a little bit of crocheting, they'll kind of even it out. Now I take the crochet needle and I put it in the area where I put the extension. And I just do a little poking to make some needles, make some knots, I'm sorry. Just do a little bit of poking to make some knots, flip it over, do some more poking. And I do that down the area where I extended the dread. Not only does this stabilize the extension and prevent loops from forming, but it also kind of evens out the area of transition. As you can see, it's not as distinct as it used to be. And you can go down, 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 down. And as you can see, I don't blunt my ends. I think that blunting your ends kind of impedes the drying process. I like having loose ends. And this crocheting is not necessary, but it's something I like to do just to keep them on. But as you can see, I have many other pieces of extended hair right here. These are all extensions. And they don't budge. And here is a piece of extended hair. And as you can see, except for a couple little knots, they're a month and a half old right now. You can't really see where the lock extension starts and my hair begins. Alright, well, thank you for watching.